Hey FMS fans, I want to show you a product that we've got on our Predator line of electronics. This is a LiPo battery voltage tester, and it's got quite a few different uses actually. It's great for just testing your LiPos. Here's a 2S LiPo. I always hold it in my left hand. Looking at your plug, the first black wire is your ground, and it always goes to the left. And so you plug that in, your first pin is your negative, and it tells you your voltage across the board from the full voltage and then each individual cell, so you can see the health of your battery. You can tell if one cell is low and needs to be balance charged or not, because if you look at these batteries, they're different cells and they're stacked on top of each other. Kind of like if you have more than one AA battery, right? So this is basically two batteries and they're linked together inside. And so with LiPos, we call them cells. So this is a 2-cell battery or 2S battery. This is a 3S. So same process. This one only has one black wire, and so all the way to the left. Hold it in your left hand. Plug it in, it's got an alarm and it beeps when you plug it in, tells you full voltage and then each individual cell. So this one around 3.8 volts, the high 3.7s into the low 3.8s is a good storage charge, so you can see your battery voltage across the board, and all the way up to an 8-cell. This is a 6-cell, but the tester will do up to an 8-cell battery. So again, you just plug it in and it'll tell you your total voltage, 22.6 volts up. And this one, I've got the alarm set at 3.8, so if it's under 3.8, it'll beep, and it is ear piercing. So that's the other use that I use this for, is I actually leave these in the plane when I'm flying, and this alarm is so loud, so ear piercing, you can hear it from several hundred feet away. And if you set it to the voltage that you want to know when the battery gets below that. The highest you can set it is 3.8, but I usually set mine around 3.6, 3.7 volts. And so if the batteries, when I'm flying, get below 3.7, that tells me, okay, it's time to think about landing. You only got a couple minutes left, and you can go ahead and start bringing in your plane. This way I'm not relying completely on timers or anything like that, and it also prevents me from getting too low voltage on the battery. It helps the longevity of the batteries as well. Because LiPos in general, they don't like to be too overcharged or too discharged or too undercharged. And so I just leave these plugged in the plane, and you set your voltage to where you want your alarm to go off, and you can definitely hear it when you're flying by. On this one, you can see I put a little bit of Velcro on the bottom of it, so I leave this one in the plane, and I've got the other side of the Velcro in the plane just next to the battery, so I just lay them in there like this. Really cool tool, and they're available on our website for, I think they're only $5 or $6, $5.99 maybe. Really cool. I've got a couple of them. I always leave one near my charger and a couple of them in my flight pack. If you have any questions on these, drop them in the comments below.